Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 10 days. It is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. It is also a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. If it doesn't, definitely check out those other placements. So it is for September, but it could be any time that you click into the video. All right, so we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, as well as the near future, and then we're going to look into your person's energy and your energy. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's returning. If you are new, welcome, and I hope you'll stay. I do personal readings. The information is in the description box below. All right, so let's get into your energy. I feel the need to shuffle again, and I'm seeing Temperance. So there's something that I have a sense that you, not that you're being forced to be patient necessarily, but there's something I feel like you're having the patience for. So let's get into it and see what that pertains to. In the recent past, we have the Justice card, Seven of Wands, and the Lovers in reverse. And then we have, in your current energy, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Devil in reverse. In the near future, we have the Tower in reverse, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Two of Swords in reverse. Now, the overall energy for this particular 10 days is the Five of Wands. There could be some arguing and fighting and something going on that's really stirring things up in your life. And there's a sense or a need for some patience for the situation. That's really all that I'm getting directly from this card. It could be about some type of a competition. You could have a friend that's very competitive with you, but that's just a little side note. Let's see what's going on. In the recent past, we have the Justice with the Seven of Swords and the Lovers in reverse. If there is something that still has to be taken care of, let's say you've been through a divorce or you had something around possibly even children or custody, that's not going to be for everybody. This is to me saying that there's something that still needs to be balanced out in a relationship that has been separated. So if you are having something reoccur. In other words, this was something that was visited in the past and now it's coming back up. The Justice card says to me that things are going to balance out. There is going to be justice in the situation and you're going to need to defend yourself. So if somebody's accusing you of something or you feel like you're constantly having to be on the defensive or having to fight and argue, this could be a big change in your life. Let's say an opportunity came about, and this could be for male or female, and you have to change, let's say, locations because you're getting a job somewhere else. This is feeling like you have to defend yourself to the reason as to why you have to leave. That's what it feels like. Like I said, it's not going to be for everybody. There could just be money issues, something around money that's being argued over that still needs to be figured out. A separation of belongings, things like that. Now that could have all happened just in the recent past or even a while ago, but there's an indication that there will be stability. You're going to find that this new opportunity is going to create a sense of independence. It is also feeling like it's infusing it with a lot of self-value, self-worth, working really hard and being proud of yourself for what you've accomplished, because this opportunity brings something new into your life and creates, even if you're not having to move or that whole other situation didn't resonate for you, this is about getting beyond the drama of past situations so that you move into an energy of feeling like you've got this stable new beginning, and that's what's going to create this independence. It's also going to put you in a place where you're going to be working really hard. Now, the Two of Cups is coming up after this. I generally will pull from the deck if they lead me to pull, so I'm going to because there seems to be a lot of messages. It looks like you're going to be working really hard, and it could be that a partnership comes about or you just have someone at work that you meet that you really connect with. So this could be a new friendship that develops. This could also be a good working partnership in a new opportunity that you've decided you want to get into that's going to create that kind of independence and stability and hard work that you have no problem doing. It looks really good. So just take what part of that resonates for you. All right. So let's look at the current energy. We have the Eight of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles and the Devil. So, in areas where you felt like things were holding you back, especially if they were toxic types of energies, you could have been dealing with somebody that was very codependent or made you feel like you were always held back. You were always waiting to see if things were going to continue or grow. And you're getting out of that energy. It looks like in the recent past, that arguing had created maybe a current sense of, can I get away from this? But as we saw on the cards that we had pulled, you are getting to that space where you're going to feel very independent. So currently you may feel a little bit stuck or like things aren't going the way that you had hoped they would. But that patience that I talked about, the card that was right off what I saw on the bottom of the deck, that is an indication for sure that you're going to need to be patient because things are definitely being worked on, whether you see them or not, kind of in the background, if you will, and they're going to start moving forward. Now, in the near future, we have the Tower in reverse with the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. This is that decision that was made that has opened your world up. So if the decision had been made in the past, which we see, the Tower's already in reverse telling us that this has already fallen apart and happened. Now, if you were, the Four of Pentacles, was in the upright, I'd say you're still holding back or resisting something, but this is opening up and not having to be in a constant state of decision making. Like, what do I do? What do I do? It's like things are going to start falling into place. I want to say falling into your lap. In a sense, you're just going to be guided. And that's kind of what we mean when we say falls into your lap. It doesn't necessarily mean that something just came to you, you worked for it, but the thoughts that have come to you or the guidance that you've been paying attention to, the signs, things like that, are helping you move through this energy, that difficult time, and it's pushing you into that new direction that you've been sensing, that you've been desiring. All right, so let's look at the Justice with the Seven of Swords. In what situation, for some of you, if you're going in to fight a ticket of some sort, I feel like you're going to be okay. Like you're going to have a good defense and you're going to end up okay, especially if this is arguing with an ex-spouse about either a financial situation or about child custody. All right, and then we have the Ten of Wands. That does seem as though it's created this sense of, I'm constantly carrying the weight of this on my shoulders. I don't want to do this anymore. I just want there to be balance. And then the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You could be dealing with somebody who is very selfish when it comes to money, or they're immature in the ways that they deal with finances, and that could have created a lot of stress for you. You could have ended up with a lot of debt or taken on things from past situations, relationships. Let's say you moved out of an apartment and it was in your name and not your person's, and that was unfortunately left for you to handle. It's something of that nature that I feel was sort of just dumped onto you. All right, let's look at the Eight of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. So we have the Lovers, and then we have the Strength card. On the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Swords. So in a relationship where you've tried very hard to stay strong, that's that energy of being stuck, kind of wondering where things are going to go, how this is going to end up. I feel like with this energy, this is something completely different. You may be in a new relationship and the past stuff is coming back up. Now, in this new, I feel like you're waiting to see where things are going, and maybe you feel like they're kind of at a standstill. Somebody's name may be Steele or their last name is Steele. A standstill, but you're trying to stay strong through it. I think this is a separate connection from what we were talking about, and it seems as though it's worth being in. I think you feel very strongly about the connection, and I sense that there is kind of a fiery passion. You could be dealing with a Leo, a Gemini, a Capricorn. I sense a lot of fire. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio. Now, to skip right on over from the signs into this, the Nine of Swords does say that there's a lot of possibly stress around it. What's going to happen? How is this going to turn out? Am I going to be okay? You could be going back and forth between wondering what's going to happen in this particular relationship and then also a little bit of stress about what the outcome is going to be from the other circumstances. Now let's look at the Tower in reverse with the Four of Pentacles. We've got the World card. I love that because that means that this is the end of one cycle and the beginning of something new. I feel like I said that to you guys in one of your last readings. It may not have been last week's, but the one before, where it was like, this is really like a new beginning for a lot of you. So things are going to be shifting and changing. And again, I'm going to bring the Patience card up again, Temperance, because you could be dealing with a Sag. It just feels like, give it a bit. Things are going to shift and change. It's just going to require you to meditate more, breathe, and just let things unfold naturally. All right. And then we have the King of Swords. So there's going to be some clarity. I think you have bitten your tongue through a lot of these difficult times and maybe not actually said exactly what's on your mind. The King of Swords is about integrity, and I think that's what you have maintained. No matter what has happened through all of these different scenarios, you have managed to keep yourself in this place of, I'm not going to act out. I'm not going to be like the other person. In other words, you're not going to lower yourself to somebody else's low vibrational BS. You're going to stand up and tell the truth and stick to exactly what is, which is the truth. All right, so I'm going to clear these and we're going to get into your person, whoever's on your mind. So think about them for just a moment. And let's see if this is someone that you have been patiently waiting to see where things are going. That's the energy of who I feel is coming up for you guys. All right, this is for Aquarius. Yeah, because I think you're going to be coming out of a state of stress. The Nine of Swords was in reverse, what I just saw. This is for Aquarius. Let's see, your person's energy is the Queen of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. It's rare that you get that many queens in one little spread, especially in this portion. And then we have the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, and the Sun. And then we have the Justice in reverse. So where there was justice in the past, right now you may feel like things are out of balance or something has not been explained to you. Maybe you feel like there's some miscommunication going on is what I'm sensing. So your person is the Queen of the Queen of Cups with the Three of Swords and then the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is such interesting energy. So your person is feeling open and loving, but yet heartbroken all at the same time. Having both queens like this, it's like they want to tell you the truth. They want to tell you how they feel. This is creating, something is going on in their life that's creating some kind of instability. They're not feeling really good. Maybe they're having trouble financially and they're trying to be very clear about where they stand and how they feel about you. And that could be why things are moving slowly, because they want to get to a place where they feel more stable. It's masculine or feminine energy. But right now, they could be healing from an old relationship or something like that. And that could also be why they're taking things kind of slow. Maybe they had dealt with a third party situation or you feel like because they still have some kind of connection to someone from the past, it could create a vibration of there being a third party. Now, your energy is the Knight of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor, and the Sun card. I think for you, it's wanting to express yourself, tell this person the truth. There's a part of you, I think, that doesn't want to put any work into the situation. Maybe you feel out of control, like you're not sure where it goes and you just have kind of had to sit back and wait. But with the Sun card, it is a feeling of you really feel happy in the connection. But if you need to speak your truth, then I feel like that's what you're going to do. And I think you're going to move pretty quickly towards this person and let them know that you haven't been putting in the work that maybe you wanted to in the past, or you'd like to put the work in, but you haven't been because you're not sure how they feel. All right, let's look at the romance angels. This is for Aquarius. Okay, so we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Heart-to-heart conversations. I feel this really deeply. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. If this person has had difficulty getting over someone from the past, that could be a red flag for you if they're not fully open to a relationship. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. I knew that card was going to come out because I said something about letting things unfold naturally in the main reading. So that seems to be very prominent. And then finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And I said that about your person. So things are lining up, and that's going to be for some of you. Maybe this doesn't resonate for everyone, but it does seem as though that person is having trouble. We've cleared up pretty much everything to do with these cards. I think you understand allowing the situation to unfold. If you see any red flags, just have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person. Let them know how you're feeling, because they definitely have a lot of feelings or love for you, and I think they want to tell you the same. I'm going to put these down and show you. The Queen of Swords and then the Knight of Swords. So masculine or feminine, doesn't matter which one you are. The Queen is coming towards the Knight, and the Knight's going towards the Queen. So it's two people who want to speak their truth. This one's moving, that's your energy moving a little quicker, and your person may be moving a little bit slower, but they're going to cut through anything that may be confusing and be very clear about where they stand. It could be that they just need to speak up and tell you that this is why they're having issues, because they had financial problems and it was a past situation that they're getting over. All right, let's look at the possible outcome for you guys. This is for Aquarius. All right, so we have the Empress, the Five of Pentacles, but neither person wants to walk away. This is great energy. Look at that. That's amazing energy. So the Two of Cups, you just need to get on the same page, because right now it's showing that the two of you just aren't quite there yet. The Empress is someone who has complete control over themselves. And in this case, even though the person may seem a little bit unstable, the Empress is attractive and has a lot of self-worth and value. And then the Ten of Pentacles on the other side says that the two of you could be really, really successful together, meaning both of you could end up being a power couple, or it's going to be a blessed relationship where finances end up increasing. So it looks like you're going to get past whatever was stressing you out, and I don't think either one wants to walk away from the relationship. So that to me is a great outcome. All right, let's look at the Lover's Oracle for you. This is for Aquarius. Okay. Now, there's a card coming out, and then I'm going to take this one as well. So we have Twin Flames, your passion ignites. You could feel like this is your twin. And then we have criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. And then we have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. All right. So last, let's take a look at a couple of messages from Spirit. This is from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Aquarius. All right. So we have To the Sea. That is my energy of go with the flow. Treasure Island. See, I said there's something around finances that's going to increase. Your energies work well together for some reason. I feel like it's just going to boost your abilities to make money. And then we have Breathe. I said that. Maybe meditate a little bit more. And then look, the Fates. And then we have a higher power. So somebody's at work in this situation. I feel like you probably are seeing the signs and realizing that something is pulling the energies together. Now, To the Sea, that's all about letting go of control issues, going with the flow, everything that we've been discussing throughout the reading. 7 means to me that there is a higher power. See the face there, and then you have the face here. So it's like there are energies above, and now I'm noticing there's one below. There are energies around that are trying to help heal the situation if there are things that need to be healed. And then new life popped up, and I had to grab it because it was right there. And that reduces to a 12, which is a 3. That's balancing out mind, body, and soul, connecting and creating this new life that both of you seem to want. And then Treasure Island, that's a 9. So the end of any kind of financial difficulty is what it feels like. And it's moving into the 10 of Pentacles, which creates more stability. And then we have breathe. Take a moment and breathe through this. Patience keeps coming up. That reduces to an 11. It's a 29. So it's all about balanced energy. The 2, you might see 11 quite a bit. And you also may feel like this is a really, really strong soul connection. And then we have the fates. I agree. There's something about this connection that's very different than a lot of the readings I do. It reduces to an 8, which is infinity. You could feel like this is the person that you truly could spend the rest of your life with. The shooting stars. Maybe you see shooting stars. I felt the need to say that. So just wish upon a star and know that things will come together through patience and, yeah, how many times have I said that word throughout the reading? But through that and through letting go of any kind of control and trusting that there is some other power that's working on this to make it come together and help you guys get through whatever difficulties there may be. All right, my loves, I hope that helped. I hope it resonated for at least some of you, if not all of you. Thank you again for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you'd like a personal reading, that information is in the description box. I hope you guys have a great 10 days. Love you to pieces, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.